Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to our second CEO, Mr. Hassan, our beloved principal, Miss Marvat, our dearest vice principal, Miss Manal Zouayed, our beloved coordinator, Miss Roshni, respected judges, teachers, parents, and fellow students. Good morning. We welcome you all to the WAVE storytelling competition. Stories always give wings to our imagination, and they take us to places beyond the world of physical touch. While competitions are the best way to boost confidence in children, do you agree with me, Amina?
Yes, Latifa. Stories convey the culture, history, and values that unites people. It gives us an opportunity to learn from another person's experience, and it can shape, strengthen, or challenge our opinions and values.
Now, let me invite our dear principal, Miss Marvat, for the welcome remarks.
Assalamu alaikum. Our respected CEO, Mr. Hassan Zouayed, Vice Principals, Ms. Manar Zouayed, our dear parents and teachers, welcome to our WAVES storytelling competition. It is truly a pleasure to have all of you here today. First, I want to congratulate our students for taking this brave step. You have been selected for the final round, and this alone shows your confidence, hard work, and determination. We are very proud of you. To our parents, thank you for your continued support. Your love, encouragement, and presence here today means so much to us. Your support shines through your children. To our teachers, thank you. Thank you for guiding our students with dedication and care. Your hard work, creativity, and patience have built the foundation that brings our learners to this moment. Today, it is not just about winning. It is about learning to express ideas, building communication skills, and celebrating growth. Every student who speaks today is already a winner. I encourage everyone to listen, enjoy, and cheer for each our young speakers. Let us create a positive and supportive atmosphere for them. Once again, I welcome all of you and proudly declare our WAVE storytelling competition open. Thank you and best luck for all our participants. Thank you.
That the contestants are so ready for this competition. I agree, for every competition, there are criteria for judging it. Before we begin the contest, we would like to invite Sheha from grade 5B to read out the mechanics reader and judging criteria.
Good morning, everybody. The contestants have already drawn for your speaking order. Each contestant will tell a story bearing in mind the judging criteria. Judge's decision is final and cannot be changed. Any complaints must be lodged with the chief judge before the announcement of results. No complaints will be entertained after the announcement of results. Judging criteria: language proficiency, correct, clear, and accurate pronunciation, correct use of grammar, appropriate and effective choice of words, 20 points. Presentation, delivery, voice modulation, and clarity, 20 points. Theme, storyline, impact or meaning, 20 points. Question, suitability, creativity, 20 points. Moral values, 20 points. Total 100 points. Thank you.
I think we are all set for the contest program. I can feel the excitement among our contestants, parents, teachers, and fellow students. I request new MCs, Mariam and Amina, to take over the charge.
Let's begin the contest with grade 4's contestant number 1, Al-Juri Yusuf. Contestant number 1, Al-Juri Yusuf.
My name is Al-Juri. I am from grade 5. Today I'll tell you a story named The Young Crab and His Mother. toes turned out. Show me how to walk. The deer answered the sun obediently. I want to learn. So the old crab tried to walk straight forward, but she could only walk sideways, like her son. And when she tried to turn her toes out, she choked and fell on her nose. Moral of the story: don't tell others how to act unless you can set a good example. Thank you.
My name is Dabi Abdullah from grade 4, and today I will tell you about my story, The Travelers and the Purse. Two men were traveling around the road. One of them, he picked up a purse. How lucky I am, he said. I found this gold. It must be full of gold and jars. Ha 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 ha. No. Then said we found the purse. No, I will not accept. I found it by myself, and I will keep it with me. 1 minute and they hear a sound. Stop thief. And he said, no, sorry, not me. We found the purse. No, just now you said I found the purse. He said, sorry, I will not repeat it again. If you want to give anyone your thing, give him. If you want to not give him, not your thing, don't give him. The moral of the story: don't lie and be good, and don't take another thing from anyone. And don't be selfish. Thank you.
Everyone, my name is Fatima Abbas. I'm in grade 4. Today I will tell you a story named The Boys and the Frog. Some boys were playing one day at the edge of the pond in which lived a family of frogs. The boys amused themselves by throwing stones into the water, so as to make them skip on top of the water. The stones were flying thick and fast, and the boys enjoying themselves very much, but the poor frog in the pond was shouting with fear. At last, one of the frogs, the oldest and the bravest, put his head out of the water and said, "Oh, please, dear, stop your cruel play. It's thought that maybe fun to us, needless to us. Always stop to think whether your friend will not be the cause of another unhappiness." The moral of the story is don't
Everyone, my name is Isa from grade 4. Today I will read you Isa and the PlayStation. One day, Isa checks his game, opens his game, but the screen is black. He checks his cables and cleans his controller. He tries again the method. The PlayStation works. Isa feels happy. His little brother says, I can play. Ita said, yes, you can play. Moral, sharing makes everyone happy.
My name is Dora Muhammad of grade 4. Today I am going to tell you a story, Building the Cat. Once upon a time, there is a cat and some misses. The cat went to catch the missus, but the missus was very afraid. The mouse called a meeting to free themselves of the cat's neck. In the meeting, a young mouse got up and said, I have a plan. All we have to do is hang a bell in the cat's neck. In a little while, an old mouse got up and said, I will say that the young mouse plan is very good, but let me ask one question. Who will build the cat?
It is one thing to say, but it should be done. But quiet and different matter to do. The moral of the story is talking is easy, but doing is hard. Thank you.
Omar Muhammad from grade 4. Today I will tell you a story about the brave boy and the black rock. Once upon a time there was a brave boy playing beside the house. His mother said for him, brave boy, go find the black rocks. Because your father will go to hunting to find some food. The brave boy was thinking, he got to the running stream to find the black rock. He didn't find the black rock, he only found the orange rock and grey rock. And he was thinking, he got to the black calf to find the black rock. The black calf was for the creepy old man. The creepy old man was going to hunting to find some food and black rocks. The brave boy go inside the cave to find some rocks. He find some rocks and he want to find another one to fit in his pocket. The creepy old man come from hunting. He said for the brave boy, what do you want? Go away. The creepy old man sits on his knees. He count how many rocks he have and he know how many rocks he has. The brave boy go running down the mountains. He go to the house. He go to his mother. He go to his mother and give her the black rocks. He give the father the black rocks and the father go to hunting to find some food. The father come from hunting and he have so much food. The moral of the story, to reach your goals, you must try. Thank you.
From grade 4. Today I'm gonna tell you a story, The Boys and the Frog. Some boys were playing at the edge of the frog, and there are family of frogs. But the boy picked up a stone and threw it at the frog. The frog is very scared. After the frog come up from the water and said, you have fun and we don't. They have fun and we don't. Thank you. The moral of the story, you have to be kind.
My name is Nizam from grade 4. Today I'll be telling you about my beautiful story, The Boys and the Frog. Some boys were playing at the edge of the frog. One lived a family of frogs. They amused themselves by taking rocks and throwing them at the family. The rocks were flying thick as fast, but the boys were enjoying themselves. But the poor frogs were trembling in fear. The oldest and the bravest frog stuck his head out of the water and said, oh, please, children, stop your cruel play. It is fun for you, but it means death to us. The moral: be kind. Don't let your fun hurt others.
Hello, my name is Nabil from grade 4. Today I will tell you a story called Tom and the Broken Toy. Tom had a red car. He loved it so much. One day the car is broke. Then Max felt sad. Max saw him and said, don't worry, I will fix it. Max worked very hard to fix it. Then the car is fixed. John said, thank you, Max. Then John learned something important. The true friends who help each other. The moral of the story: helping each other is a good thing. Thank you. I'm from grade 4. Today I will talk about the fisherman and the golden fish. A fisherman was walking to the river. Then he threw his rod. Then he got a golden fish. He was gonna put it in his basket, but the golden fish told him, "Please, let me go. I've been worth nothing." But the fisherman was not hearing her. Then she said louder, "Please, let me go." Then the fisherman told her, "You are better than nothing." Then the fisherman said, My baby golden fish are stolen." Then the fisherman and the golden fish start walking to the octopus to take the golden baby fish. Then they arrive, then they see the golden fish and the fisher and the two baby golden fish. Then the octopus take the babies with his hand and run away. Then the fisherman get in his boat and try to get the baby's golden fish. Then the octopus start being tired. Then the octopus stopped. Then the fisherman take the babies and go home. The model of the story: help others. Thank you. My name is Zena from grade 4. Today I will tell you about my story. My story is about the tortoise and the duck. One day there was a tortoise carrying his house at his back. He walked too slow and he was too lazy. And then he saw all the animals flying and running and seeing the world. He felt too sad. And then one day there was two pair of ducks came and asked him, "Do not be sad, we will help you to see the world." And then he felt happy when and then the two pair of ducks bought a long stick and told him, "Do not talk or you will fall." They bite the stick and fly and see the world. The turtle was so happy. Then there was a crow came and said something and then he cried. The turtle said something and fall and broke in two pieces. The moral of the story that when someone says for us something, we should listen to them. Today I will be telling a story called Lions. One day, a boy named Timmy was walking to go to the playground, but suddenly he saw a big dog in front of a shop. He saw it tied to a collar and leash, and he asked it, "Are you okay?" But then suddenly he was scared because he held his big snout, and it turned out it was a big lion. And after going through many stores, he found out that they were all lions. So then he warned the boys that were in the playground, that were in a big, serious little group. He warned them there are lions, but they didn't believe it. So he asked the parents, but they didn't believe it either. But then he saw a boy named Ben, and he believed Timmy. So they both went to the serious little group and they told him that there are lions. After that, the serious little group and Ben and Timmy made a big plan so they can make the lions go back. And after that, they told the lions, "Why are you here?" The lions shortly muffled and said and roared, but they didn't quite understand it. But then Ben said they might be asking for something. After that, one of the lions made the little serious group follow all of the lions to tunnel through tunnel, and finally they went back to their home. Moral of the story is, even if parents don't believe it, you can believe it and see it.
A power pack performance by grade 4 kids.
Now, our may request our grade 4 girls to showcase their talents.
The judging criteria. Judge's decision is final and cannot be changed. Any complaints must be lodged with the chief judge before the announcement of results. No complaints will be entertained after the announcement of results. Judging criteria. Language proficiency, correct, clear and accurate pronunciation, correct use of grammar, appropriate and effective choice of words, 20 points. Presentation, delivery, voice modulation, voice projection and clarity, 20 points. Theme, storyline, 20 points. Costume, suitability, creativity, 20 points. Moral value, 20 points. Total 100 points. Thank you.
Thank you, Aisha. I think we are all set for the contest programs. I can feel the excitement among our contestants, parents, teachers, and fellow students.
Alina, are you ready to listen to the stories of grade 5 students?
Yes, of course I'm very much interested to listen to my friends. I request new MCs, Nora and Dana, to take over the tour. Our grade 5 contestant to showcase their talent. Contestant number 1, Fatima. Contestant number 1, Fatima.
My name is Fatima Yusuf from grade 5A. Today, I will be telling you the story of the two brothers. Once upon a time, there were two brothers. The two brothers were Sam and Cam. Were named Sam and Cam. Sam loved trying. He would try and try till he reached his goal. But Cam was the opposite. He would never try. Just try once, then quit. One day, Sam asks Cam, how do you always succeed? I always try, but I never succeed. Sam replied, because I never give up. Then Cam answered, it always takes a lot of time. But Sam replied, it's okay. Patience, you need a bit patience and then you will be successful. Then Cam started to listen to Sam's inspirational words till he reached his goal. Then he became successful and thanked Sam. The moral of the story is never give up and have a bit patience. Then you would be successful. Thank you.
My name is Donna Isa from grade 5A. Today I will say a story about the lion and the mouse. Once upon a time there was a lion sleeping under a tree. There was a mouse coming on his body, up and down, up and down. This made him wake up. The mouse said, You will see, lion. One day I will help you. Ha ha ha. Okay, mouse, we will see. The next day, some hunters came and took a net, put it on his head and wrapped him over a tree. He wanted help from the mouse, but he couldn't find the mouse, so he was roaring, roar, roar. The mouse came and said, What happened? He said, Some hunters came and took a net and put it on my body and wrapped me in a huge tree. She tried to open the net from her teeth. She opened it. After,
Thank you, Moms, for helping me. You're welcome, Lion. The moral of the story, a friend in need is a friend in need. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Latifa Muhammad from grade 5A. Today I'm going to tell you the story of the day that I got lost. The day that I got lost was pretty scary, and here's how this started. We went to a trip to the mountains. This mountain was known for its caves, and our dad told us that not to go in the caves because there were many ferocious animals that may kill you. So, our tourist guide also said that. I loved exploring, and I was pretty curious what to see. I knew that I had to go, but I had to make a distraction so my sister or my parents wouldn't find me. I told myself at night I would go get pebbles and say I would want to sleep early when my mom and dad were going to get wood. So that plan actually worked. I had a little lamp with me and I went in the cave, deeper and deeper. You could hear the bat's wings fly and the mouse squeaking while running on the floor. After a bit, I saw a pile of bones, a big one too. It wasn't small. And then I heard wolves with rabies. And then one appeared in front of me, running and trying to bite me. And I hear my mom and dad and my sister screaming my name, calling me, Latifa, Latifa, where are you? My sister had slipped into the cave and found me there. I told her to run because there were wolves. She caught me just in time and pulled me out of the cave. To get out, I thought that she would scream at me so hard her vocal box would explode, but instead, only worn, tight arms wrapped around me, while tears running under her face. My mom and dad came and hugged me and told me to never go again. I would never forget that day because that was so scary. Moral of the story, always listen to your elders. Thank you.
My name is Zainab Fadla Joy from grade 5A. Today, I'm going to tell you the story about the bear and the bee. Once upon a time, one day, there was a bear living in the forest. He was looking in his cupboards, but there wasn't any honey. He got so sad and said, "Oh no honey, let's go outside to find some honey." He went outside and found a big beehive. He put his hand inside the beehive, but suddenly a bee got out of the beehive and said, "This is not your honey, leave it alone." But the bear was confident and angry at the same time. So he said, "I'm stronger than you and bigger than you too. I can do whatever I want, now buzz off." But the bear was also angry, so she stung him on his nose. He got so angry and took a big stick to hit the bee. He failed a lot of times, so the bee got bored and got inside the beehive. He got so angry and said, "Now I will catch you. You're never going to escape this." He hit the beehive and hit it again until it broke into pieces. But then there was a sound getting louder and louder. Zzz. 1,000 of bees attacked the bear. They stung him on his ear, his elbow, and especially on his nose. He got so scared, so he went to his house and shut the door. His mom came. The mom said, "You did it again. You lost your temper. And this is the medicine, and there was honey behind the flower." The moral of the story is, a hot temper always gets you into trouble. Thank you.
I'm Mu'adh from grade 5A. Today I will tell you about the bundle of the sticks. Once upon a time, there was a farmer lived in a village. He had 4 sons. They were always quarreling and fighting with each other. The farmer tried hardly to bring unity among them, but they never listened to his advice. The farmer was very worried for their future. One day, the farmer fell sick. He to bring unity among his sons. He asked his sons to bring a few sticks. They brought the sticks. He asked the eldest son to tie the sticks in a bundle. The eldest son tied in a bundle. He said, try with your strength to break it. Each of them tried, but they failed. The farmer gave each of them one, and he said for them, now break it. Each of them break it easily. The farmer said, now you understand. The farmer said, now you understand. If you learn it, nobody can get better than you. But if you keep quarreling and fighting, you will be broken by anyone. The moral of the story, unity is strength. When we work together, we will be stronger. Good morning. Today I will be telling you a story about the tiny lighthouse and the great lighthouse. There was once a giant lighthouse and a tiny lighthouse. The tiny lighthouse that everyone thought was useless. It was too old, too dim, and too small. But one stormy night, the great lighthouse lost power, but the tiny one kept shining. There was a nun far at the sea that spotted the tiny little light. It followed safely to the shore. The next day, the townspeople realized something important, that even the smallest among us can make the biggest difference. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I am Sheikha from grade 5A. Today I will talk about the story. The story is the little cat who wanted to be like a lion. Coco was a tiny cat with a big dream. Every day she stood tall and tried to roar like a lion. But all she made was a quiet little meow. Coco heard a cry from a tree. A small bird was stuck and very scared. Without thinking twice, Coco climbed the tree carefully. Don't worry, she said softly. She held the bird back to its nest. The bird chirped. You are brave and kind. That's really strange. Coco smiled. She learned you don't have to be big to be strong. You just have to be brave. The moral of the story should always help the animal. Thank you.
Bella from grade 5A. Today I'll be telling you the story of the mysterious door behind the bookshelf. Emma had just moved into her old grandmother's house and there was filled with old furniture and old paintings. There was a huge bookshelf in the living room. There was a door behind it, and she was curious about it. She pulled out a book to read, but when she pulled out the book, the bookshelf started shaking. But then after a few minutes, it started opening, and there was a door. She tried to open it. She tried to open it, but she couldn't open it because there was no handle. She ran to tell her mom, and her mom said, "Oh, sweetie, that's just maybe how the bookshelf is built." So said her mom with a smile, thinking Emma was just being scared. Emma, later that night, when everyone was asleep, she went to explore, and when she opened and she found a key on the floor. She opened the door and saw that there was a lot of secrets that this bookshelf has hold. This bookshelf had held many secrets from years. When she went inside, she saw a mirror not reflecting her vision. There was only tall trees that seemed to touch the sky. But then suddenly the door slammed shut behind her, and only had she known that the adventure had only begun. Moral of the story: never explore someone that you're not supposed to.
Hello everyone, my name is Reem Abdullah. Today I will tell you my story. The young crab and his mother. Why in the world do we walk sideways like that? Said a mother crab to her son, you should always walk straight forward with your toes turned out. Show me how to learn, mother dear, said the little crab obediently. I want to learn. And when the old crab tried to walk straight forward, but she could walk sideways only, like her son. And when she wanted to turn her toes out, she tripped and fell down on her nose. The moral of the story: don't tell others how to act unless you can set a good example. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Aisha Shyam from 5B. Today I will tell you the story of the young crab and its mother. Why in the world do you walk sideways like that? Said a mother crab to her son. You should always walk straight forward with your toes turned out. Show me how to walk, answered the little crab obediently. I want to learn. So the old crab tried to walk straight forward, but she could walk sideways only like her son. And when she wanted to turn her toes out, she tripped and fell on her nose. The moral of the story is don't tell others how to act unless you can set a good example. Thank you.
Everybody, my name is Sheikha Fawaz from grade 5B. Today I will be telling you a story about the lion and the mouse. Once upon a time, a lion lay asleep in the forest, his great head resting on his paws. A little mouse came to him unexpectedly and ran across the lion's nose. The lion laid his huge paws on the mouse to kill her. "Spare me," began the poor mouse. "Please let me go, and someday I will surely repay you." The lion was much amused to think that a mouse could ever help him, but he was generous and finally let the mouse go. Some days later, while stalking his prey in the forest, the lion was caught in a hunter's net. Unable to free himself, he filled the forest with his anger, roaring, "Help! Help!" The mouse knew the voice and quickly found the lion in the net. Running to one of the creators that bound him, she gnawed it until it parted, and soon he was free. "You laughed when I said I would repay you," said the mouse. "Now you know that even a mouse can help a lion." The moral of the story is a kindness is never wasted. Thank you.
My name is Rayan Mahmoud, 5A. Today I will tell you a story. One bright day, as a fox was walking in the woods searching for a bite to eat, he was walking and saw a tree and saw a crow. But what made him stop for a second time is that the lucky crow held a bit of cheese in her beak. As he walked up, he smiled and cried, "Good morning, beautiful creature." The crow looked down suspiciously, but she kept her cheese tight on her beak and ignored his greeting. The fox did not give up, and he really wanted the cheese, so he said, "What splendid wings and beautiful feathers, what perfect form she is. Since everything is so perfect about her, could she just sing one song, and I know I should hail her queen of birds." Listening to these flattering words, the crow forgot about all her suspicion and her food. She made the loudest cough for the fox to hear. "Caw-caw!" But as the cheese was going down little by little to the fox's mouth, and the fox walked away laughing, saying, "Though it is cracked, you have a voice sure enough, but may I ask you, where are your wits?" Moral: the flatterer lives at the expense of those who will listen to him. Thank you.
My name is Yusuf from 5B class. Today I will tell you my story. The brave little bird. Once upon a time, there was a little bird named Lilo. Lilo lived in a tall tree, but was afraid
was afraid to fly. Every day he watched other birds soar in the sky and wished he could join them. One day the wind whispered, "You can do it, Lilo." Lilo took a deep breath, opened the small wings and jumped. At first he wobbled, then he felt the wind lifting him up. Lilo was flying. He flew over trees, flowers, and the sparkling river. Lilo learned that being brave doesn't mean not being scared. It means trying, even when you are. And from that day on, Lilo flew with a happy heart. The moral of the story, always be brave and keep trying. Thank you.
My name is Raman. I'm from grade 5B. Today I'm going to tell you a story about the wolf and the lamb. One morning, a little lamb was drinking from a stream. One wolf came from the upper side of the stream and saw the lamb. The wolf wanted to blame the lamb for something. He shouted angrily, "Why are you making the water dirty?" The lamb replied softly, "I'm not making the water dirty. You are standing upstream and I am downstream." The wolf kept making excuses for the lamb. He shouted angrily, "You learned about last year," he growled. The lamb shook his head. "I was not even born last year." The wolf has no real reason. He just wanted to become someone weaker. The moral of the story is, unfair people always make excuses. Always just be kind and truthful. This is what Allah loves. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mariam Zakaria from grade 5B. Today I'm going to be telling you about my story. While cleaning the attic, Daisy found a little clock. It wasn't ticking. Curiously, she flipped it upside down. She found a note. It had "Turn the hands into midnight." She laughed. She thought it was a joke, but she did so. Suddenly, the clock face swung open like a door. She found a little drawer. She opened the drawer. It had a map of her whole entire neighborhood with a big red X on the abandoned park. After school, she went there. She found under the yellow slide a big box. She opened the box. She found a key. She wondered, what door would this open? She tried every single door and window in her house, but she didn't succeed. She remembered that she found a box in her attic. She went there sprinting. She found out that was the one her grandfather always kept locked. She opened the box with the key and it fitted perfectly. She opened the box and she found a lot of photographs, letters, diaries. She learned about her grandfather's adventurous childhood. She smiling, putting everything back, closed the box and kept everything back. And the clock started ticking again as it was happy. Thank you, everyone. Moral of the story, not every treasure meant to be found. Treasures can be memories and stories, not just gold or money.
I'm Abdullah from grade 5B. Today I'm going to tell you my story. My story name is Don't Go Far. Once upon a time there was a little boy called Marcus. He was going on a trip to the desert with his father and mother. He was so excited and he packed his bag so fast. After that, they drive the car. On the way, the car stopped and the gas finished. Everybody gets out of the car. The father put gas and the mother is drinking water. Marcus asked his mom to walk in the desert. His mom told him, "Okay, but don't go far." Marcus walked and walked and walked until he saw a man is walking. He ran fast as he can and he asked him, "Who are you? Do you want any help? You can join us." The man told him, "No, my family is waiting there. Bye-bye." After that, Marcus saw a bird flying. He ran fast to catch it, but he gets so thirsty. After that, he remembered that his mom told him not to go far. After that, he ran fast to his mom and he so thirsty until his mom saw him so far. And the father finished putting the gas. They drive the car again and they go to Marcos. They went to Marcos. After
From grade 5B, and today I'm going to tell you the story about the astrologer. A long time ago, there was a man who liked to look at the stars. He believed that the stars could guide him. He spent so much time watching them. One evening, he woke and his eyes were fixed at the stars. And he did not look where he was going. Suddenly, he fell into a deep hole filled with mud and water. He tried to climb back, but the walls were too slippery. So he shouted for help. Help! Help! And the villagers came running and pulled him out. One villager said sharply, "You spent so much time looking at the stars, but you didn't notice the hole right in front of you?" The lesson is, pay attention what is near you. Another said, "What is the use of looking far away when you don't see around you?" The moral of the story is, take care of the small things around you and Allah will help you with big things. Thank you. Mama knitted her a beautiful red hood. Beautiful red hood.
Musa, they should be in their classes. Why they left?
When Layla saw the hood, she jumped in excitement. She wore it every time she went to the forest. One day her mother told her, "Layla, can you please send this basket full of fruits, biscuits and tea for your sick grandmother, please?" Layla said, "Sure, mother." Layla wore her red hood and went out into the forest. A few minutes later, she saw a wolf. The wolf asked her, "What are you doing here, little girl?" Layla said, "My name is Layla, and I'm going to my sick grandma's house to send her this basket full of fruits, biscuits, and tea." The wolf thought in his mind, maybe I can trick Layla into telling me where her grandmother lives. The wolf asked Layla, where does your grandmother live?" Layla said, "You go straight and then you turn left, and then you will find my grandma's house." "Thank you," the wolf said loud and clear. Then he rushed to the grandma's house. When he got to the grandma's house, he ate the grandma and dressed up as her to trick Layla. When Layla got there, she said loudly, "I brought you some biscuits, fruits, and tea, Grandma." "Thank you, dear," said the wolf in the grandma's voice. Layla got closer and saw the wolf. She didn't know it was the wolf, but she was still curious. So she asked the wolf multiple questions to answer. "Why do you have big ears, Grandma?" said Layla. Then the wolf said, "So I can hear you better, my dear." Then she said, "Why do you have big eyes, Grandma?" Then the wolf said, "So I can see you better, my dear." And lastly, Layla said, "Why do you have big teeth, Grandma?" Then the wolf said in his normal voice, "So I can eat you." The wolf ate Layla. Then the wolf ate Layla. Moral of the story, don't always trust strangers because they can be dangerous. Thank you.
Tahir Farouk. I am from class 5B. I will tell you the story of the young crab and his mother. One day at the beach, the young mother said, "Why in the world you walk sideways like that?" said a mother crab to her son.
You should always walk straight forward with your toes turned out. Now the young crab didn't know, so he asked his mother, "I want to learn." So the mother crab tried and tried, but she couldn't walk straight forward. She could only walk sideways like her son, and when she tried to make her toes out, she tripped on her nose. Moral of the story: do not tell others how to act unless you set a good example. Thank you. It's the National Day of the Year. I love UAE so much, and today I will be celebrating UAE National Day. Thank you. This is Ali Farad from grade 4 class. Today I will say for you a short story about Leo and Max. Leo and Max, they are best friends. They love to race. They are on the big race. Leo drives a red fast car and Max drives a blue fast car. And they go in the race and Leo was to win. But after his tire broke, Max was to win, and after Max stopped the star and fixed Leo's star. And they went together. They both went smiling, and they learned to friendship better than winning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Respected judges, teachers, dear parents, and my dear friends. A very good morning to you all. It's my pleasure to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. On behalf of grade 4 and 5, we'd like to thank our CEO, Mr. Hassan, and our beloved principal, Ms. Burnett, for their constant support and encouragement. And motivating us to participate in the competition for our personality development. I would like to extend my thanks to the parents who really take pain, support, motivate children to prepare for the competition. A special thanks to our English teacher, Ms. Ravia and Ms. Sangita, for encouraging and motivating us to participate in the competition for our personality development. On my behalf, I send a very hearty vote of thanks to all the participants for your hard work and sharing with us your wonderful stories today. A big thanks to MCs for their efforts towards ensuring the program of today. I would love to thank our judges who spent their valuable time with us. Last but not last, I am really much grateful to Almighty to provide us such opportunities and continue to develop our talent. Thank you once again. And all. Please join me in congratulating once again all the participants on their fantastic performance. This brings us to the end of Waves grade 4 and 5 Waves competition storytelling contest for the academic year 2025-2026 to all our teachers, parents, and our beloved school students. Thank you so much. See you again next year. Have a nice day. Dear parents, I request you to come for the picture.